Hello and welcome back to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. From time to time we check around with the mayors of different cities, and right now we're going to check in with the mayor of Redlands, Pete Aguilar. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Leslie.
You know, a lot of people want to know how the city is faring economically and how you're doing with the absence of like redevelopment money. People are talking about vehicle license fees. A lot of the funds that they depended on just aren't there anymore.
It's true. Cities are being asked, just like our families at times, to do more with less. And so we're trying to do that. In the city of Redlands, we did lose a redevelopment agency. The state eliminated those last year. So we're trying to do everything we can to support economic development efforts, concentrating on our downtown cores. But that is, I guess, one tool in our toolbox that we can't use anymore. But we're still committed, and we're seeing good economic growth in our city.
So how are you compensating for that, with that lack of funds?
Yeah, we're compensating by being smart about the grants that we seek, the federal grants, state grants, transportation revenue that we receive. We're focusing those on job creating public policies. So paving streets and roads, we're focusing in to make sure that we still spur economic development and job creation while supporting the local businesses in our communities.
You've also come out with the public policy endorsing some tightening of illegal guns in our communities.
That's true. I was one of a number of mayors here in San Bernardino County to join on with the Mayors Against Illegal Guns Coalition. It's a coalition of 900 mayors nationally who are committed to reduce gun violence in our communities. We think that this can be done with federal and state steps, but the first step is to ensure universal background checks. So every gun purchase, while we respect the Second Amendment, we need to ensure that every gun purchase requires a background check. And right now 40% do not. They're private to private sellers. And so we think that that's an issue that affects the safeties of our community.
In Redlands, the city has just recently purchased 180 acres of open space. What are you going to do with that?
Well, we're gonna conserve it. We're gonna make sure that we put it in conservation. So we partnered with the Redlands Conservancy. The city has purchased the property outright, and we're gonna make sure that residents have opportunities to use hiking and trails, so we can all enjoy the environment that we have around us. Redlands is known for that, and we're excited about it.
When you hear from people in the community, what do you get a sense are the most important issues that you should be looking into?
Well, they want us to support the basics. Really, at the local level, they want us to ensure that the streets are paved, the roads are maintained, trees are trimmed, really the kind of blocking and tackling, the fundamentals of local government. So we really want to double down on that. We really want to make sure that we're offering residents value by maintaining our parks, offering recreation services for youth, really the fundamentals of what local government should be about. Those are the things we really need to concentrate on in good times and in bad.
What are the biggest challenges right now?
The biggest challenges are the uncertainty, as you alluded to it. You know, when the state of California develops policies, you know, we have to react to those. So just creating a certain playing field is really what we want to do. We want to minimize the impact on our local communities, but really just offering some certainty by the federal and state governments. Then the cuts that they're going through would really be a long ways for local government.
You know, as all budgets are tight, federal, state, you know, the county, and especially local, a lot of mayors tell me that they're really feeling the pinch of that wave of just tightened budgets.
True. We have to play the hand that we're dealt, and you know, the federal government has reduced some things. Sequestration is reducing community development block grant funding that we receive in our communities. The state, as you alluded to, has raided some local funds.
Do you think people are noticing it? The people in your city?
You know, I think to date they've seen it a little bit, but I think, you know, that's where we need to concentrate as local government to really make sure that we're bringing it back to the basics, that we're giving them value for their taxpayer dollars, and we're focusing on tree trimming and street and road improvement. Those are the basics of local government.
All right. Thank you very much, Redlands Mayor Pete Aguilar, for being here, and thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.